welcome back to FIFA 16 here on JT Plays. Welcome back to our Orlando City Lions Manager Career Mode, and it's time for another monthly update. Haven't done one in 2 months. I believe last time was around maybe February, March, so it's been 2 months. We're in May, we're on the 9th, so we're just into May. So let's get started with this episode. So far on the tables for the MLS, at least in the Eastern Conference, that's where Orlando City is. They are sitting third with 15 points and a total record of 4-3-3, 4 wins, 3 draws, 3 losses. 1 and 2, number 1 New York City Football Club 7-3-1 with 24 points, and still technically undefeated Toronto FC at 6-2-0 at 20 points. The other two in the Eastern Conference, at least in the top 5, DC United at 3-4-2 at 13 points, and Montreal Impact at 4-0-2 at 12 points. Bottom to top, Columbus Crew, Chicago both at 7 points, Philadelphia and New England at 8, and the New York Red Bulls at 9. In the Western Conference, the LA Galaxy lead the way with 19 points at a 6-1-3 record. Whitecaps and Real Salt Lake at 17 points each. Sounders FC and FC Dallas 4th and 5th at 14 points each. Sporting KC 12, Houston Dynamo 10, and so on and so on. The worst team in the MLS out of East and West is going to be Columbus Crew in the East and Colorado Rapids in the West. Colorado Rapids come in at a very, very dismal 1-5-3. So, that's the standings out of the way. Let's get to our squad report. Let's cover some guys who have been going insane. First, let's start off with the star player, Kaká. So far in MLS play, he has 10 appearances, 7 goals, 5 assists, and 3 yellow cards. In the Champions Trophy at the beginning of the year, 3 appearances, 3 goals, 1 assist. And then the teammate that is just not matching him, but doing better than him, because 11 total goes, Kyle Larin, striker for this team. In the MLS play, 10 appearances, 10 goals, 2 assists, and only 2 yellows. He also contributed in the Champions Trophy with 3 appearances, 1 goal, 1 assist. And then we get to the midfielders and the defense side of things. Christian Higuita, 4 appearances, 2 goals, 3 assists, 1 yellow, and 1 red card. And then Darwin Saran, 9 appearances, 2 assists, 1 red card. In the midfield position, Kevin Molino, he just started his first game, full first game I should say. Last game out, 3 appearances, 1 goal, 1 assist. And then Carlos Rivas, 10 appearances, 3 goals, 1 assist, and 2 yellows. Being in the net, it's a very hard job, but Joe Bendick has done it well. He has 10 appearances so far. You're not going to get any goals, assists, whatever. But he is doing very well, as you can see by the table here in the East. Orlando City offense is clicking, scored 25 goals, but yeah, Joe Bendick is giving up 23. While they're not all his fault, he's got to come around at some point, and if we do not pick it up and we only stay maybe 1 or 2 positive in goal difference, we're maybe looking at a 5th spot at the end of the whole thing. So that's the standings, that's the squad report. So let's go to a little bit of scouting and the youth staff. So under the youth staff, we have 2 scouts, Andrew Woodbury, 3-star expertise or experience, 3-star judgment, and Lane Morgan, 5-star experience, 3-star judgment. We have sent Lane Morgan from Canada to Spain for 6 months. He is returning September 11th of this year. And then Andrew Woodbury, he does have a scout report available, so let's check it out. You never know what you can find. Jonathan Montiel and the Austin Jordan boys. Well, 15 and 16 years old, you really don't know what you're going to get, but these numbers look amazing. Especially the Austin Jordan boys. 70 to 94 potential. Currently right now 40 to 50 overall. And you see there he can play back. He can play midfield. Potentially striker or center attacking mid. And then Jonathan Montiel, he can play striker, he can play midfield, he can play defense. So you really get a utility guy with both of them. So we're looking good on that regard. So we're not going to hire a third scout. We really don't have that many funds. We're not going to request. Let's take a look at our career so far. We've been with one club. Our biggest win was Columbus on April 2015 at 4-2, and that was at home. And then our biggest defeat as a manager, that was a 5-1 demolishment by FC Dallas at home. We lost that 5-1. So far, we've earned $78,000. We're 5-3-5, including the Champions Trophy, and we're doing good as a first-year manager. So now the contracts are coming up. Both of these guys, Carlos Rivas and Kyle Larin, they say their contract is too long. I didn't look at the contracts when I first did this, so yes, 5 years. Yeah, they have a while to go. So we're going to sort this by the basically who's ending this year, because as you can see, we have 3 guys: Ribeiro, Hines, and Colin. Now, Aurelian Colin, we do use, he is a center back. So we're going to negotiate with him right now. Let's see what he wants. He wants 1 year, $25,000 per week. So far in our transfer budget, we have almost $1 million. We're sitting at $882,400. And our remaining wage budget per week is $40,000. So let's see. He wants 1 year, $25,000. We're going to offer him 1 additional year, and $25,000 looks good. Squad role, I'm not going to specify because, well, he's not a starter. I don't expect him to be a starter. Maybe in year 2 we pick things up, but I don't expect it this year, so we are going to not specify that. Clean sheet bonus, he's not a goalie. Don't have to worry about that. And this looks good, so we're going to offer his contract. And now we'll move on to Seb Hines, a 69 overall center back. Again, another center back with Colin. He wants 2 years, $15,000. Additional years, we're going to offer him 3 years for $10,000, so $5,000 less. But you get another year on the team. I don't think that's going to happen, so 2 years. And we're going to go $11,500. Not going to specify because, again, he's not a starter. Sign-on fee is $4,700. So we're going to offer him that contract. Final one, we're doing Pedro Ribeiro, 66 center field, or not center field, thinking baseball. What? I don't know. I forget what CF means. I forget, but point is, he's not a starter. 66 overall, and 2 years, $9,000. We're gonna offer him just that because that's not gonna hurt us in the long run. 2 years, $9,000. Not gonna specify. Not a clean sheet or bonus per goal. He's not a starter. He's not gonna get that. So we're gonna offer that contract. Take on a $4,300 sign-on fee if he does. Final thing to do in this episode: the calendar. As you can see, we have a busy month ahead of us. We have DC United, we have LA Galaxy, we have New York Red Bulls, we have San Jose Quakes, Portland Timbers for our first MLS Cup match, and then we round out the year with Columbus Crew SC. And then June is the final month before the transfer window, and then we pick it back up in August to September, and then we round out our year in October. Our final match, we have 2 of them, against Philadelphia. So, the Philadelphia Union will be our final match. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Orlando City Football. And remember guys, leave it on the pitch.